minute, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where to waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, soulless buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Nifty move there on the run, but ultimately brought down at the 25. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down, Elliott. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he rifles one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be caught at the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play here for the Cowboys. 46 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security. And they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They have 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Taken in at the 11. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
No, Jack, Patriot!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And now running right through it. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over, 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 over.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Snickers, 66.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Campbell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
Hurry up, let's go.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Big, big. They're running it.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete. That's Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the 1st half.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Start!
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Watching now, Barney, Barney. Watching now, Barney, Barney.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watching now, Barney, Barney.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That was a big conversion there on 3rd down, and I remember playing, and all the time on the sidelines, you hear a coach calling for the punt team to get ready on 3rd down because you can't call for it on 4th down. It's too late getting on the field. So a lot of times you're lining up, and the offense can see you lining up. Occasionally it serves as motivation for them. I'm not letting these guys back out here. I want to keep the ball on offense, and that's exactly what they did.
Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Right back to him on 1st down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Detroit!
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. Let's go.
A give to Elliott. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Let's go, now. Set. Like 30.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney! Leopard! Leopard! Hot! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. Spinning again. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Jack 16.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain of 11 and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Elliott. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, here's Jackson being chased out left. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
56.
They go play action with Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Vic Beasley able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here now come the Falcons. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is that balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. And they got to go thank the guys on D.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd and short.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Roethlisberger. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they're going to get the 1st out here as he's up to the 14. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They go to Elliott again. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Falcons. Ezekiel Elliott, 79 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Airing it out for Hearns. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Here's Jackson to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Jackson buying time to his left. That's caught at the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
you now, Barney. Barney.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Out to his left. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, three things can happen, and two of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And finding the tight end Hooper. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
All right, now, look at 56.
He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone.
to throw. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. He got 29 yards that time. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. Gun! 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 Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll look to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Atlanta, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll drop down to 1-4.